Hello, welcome to Marketing in a Minute. My name is Jennifer Hernandez, and today we're going to be talking about the power of using Facebook groups for your business. So by now, I'm sure you've noticed that there's all different groups within Facebook that you can become a part of. There's Facebook groups for women's groups, men's groups, athletic groups, cooking groups, writing groups. There's a group for everything. So that gives a tremendous opportunity for each business owner because you can find the groups that relate to your business and become a part of them. So by doing this, when you become part of those groups, you can start to add value to them. People will be posting questions within the group around those topic areas, and you, as an expert in your business, in your field, you can be adding comments to this, to those questions, and you become an expert in that field and within that group, and people will start to recognize you and look at your profile. I'm hoping you have your website address within your profile on Facebook. So you want to make it very easy for people to learn more about you and what you have to offer when you're in these Facebook groups. So by joining these groups, you can be helping other people by providing feedback to questions they might have. I know I'm in a lot of women's groups, and a lot of people will post different logos they have, and they'll ask, well, which one looks better? I'm not gaining anything from that. I'm just helping that person with saying, okay, logo A or logo B looks better. But that's what the groups are all about. It's about helping one another. But by doing that, it eventually grows into more. So when you're being a consistent member in these groups, other opportunities will unfold. So on that example, you can get feedback. When you start talking more and commenting more, you're making brand awareness for you and your business. Also, you're connecting with people, you're commenting, you're collaborating with people, you're making connections, and that's the most important. In business, we always say networking is so important, and so that's what you're doing, but within this group of like-minded individuals. And eventually, people will start to ask questions that actually relate to you and your business, and you can start to answer with feedback and your expertise that involves your services, and you can put links to your blog that maybe answers their question, or you can say, hey, I can help you, and put your website. So you're able to promote within these groups because people will start to ask questions that are already about your services, and it's a perfect time that you can introduce yourself. And lastly, your customers are already there within these groups, and they're asking about you. So by you taking advantage and answering these questions, it's giving a perfect opportunity for you to answer the question on the post, put your email address in or put your website address, but then take the time to actually go a step further and direct message that person who asked the question. So an example, a lot of people, I'll use that logo scenario. So I see a lot of business entrepreneurs, they want to start their business, and they'll say, hey, does anyone make a logo? So I know I can make a logo, and so I'll say, hey, I could help, and I'll put my website address, and then I'll say, I'm direct messaging you. And so then I'll direct message that person, introduce myself, and say, hey, could we jump on a call? I'd love to learn more about what vision you have for your logo, and to see if we would be a good mix to work together. So this scenario applies to everybody. There's people that, if you're in these groups, these different groups, are asking, hey, does anyone know a caterer? I'm having a wedding. Or does anyone know a cake decorator for my wedding? I need fall photographs or senior pictures. Do you know a good photographer? All of these different small businesses are you guys have these businesses, so you need to be a part of these different Facebook groups to be able to spread the word about the services you have, who you are, not only build a brand for your brand, but start to build that personal brand, what you stand by. It's not just your business, but it's you professionally as well. So people can start to learn what you do. That is so important. Let people know what you do and that you're here to help. So I hope this was a helpful way to be able to promote your business, make new connections, and get yourself out there, get yourself out of your comfort zone. Start to interact with people, let people know what you do. And Facebook groups is a great place to start.